Good evening, everyone. We are going to start in 3 to 4 minutes. Let's others also join, okay?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, Abhishek.
So, if you can we join the meeting after 6:30? Uh,
You.
yes.
Okay, okay. You can join, no problem.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. That how many of you are new to the session, like they have joined for the first time? Okay, so Harsh, this is your first. Prashant, this is your first session. Okay, okay. Okay, so just a minute. I will tell you that what we have covered till now in the last 2, 3 days, and then we will going to start with the today's session. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so yes, hello Harsh, Prashant. Uh, as you guys are new to the session, for the first week, actually, this is a 6 week internship program where in the first week we have seen about basics HTML and CSS. And based on that, we have provided the students the first week project, which was like to create a static website, or you can say dynamic website, which is basically 2, 3 pages website where you have to use HTML and CSS or little bit of JavaScript only. Okay, so all of them have covered that, and you will get the recorded session as it will be shared in your group. Like there was a YouTube channel where all the recorded sessions are there, so you will get the recorded session link over there. Okay, so don't worry about that. Today we are going to start with JavaScript. Okay, and one more thing, that you have to cover the first week project, which is a simple website. So it is easy for you that you can create it using HTML, CSS, and bit of JavaScript over there. Okay, so just try to complete that at your end. Okay, that is compulsory because you will get the final certification only if you have completed all 6 weeks projects. Okay, so for that you have to complete it. Now, let me just start with any doubt at your end, like Harsh and Prashant. And one more thing, guys, that from today, the chat box is open. Okay, so you can put your query here. Sometimes what happen that because of network issue, I will not able to hear the doubt properly. So you can put your doubts here. Whenever I will got time in between the sessions, I can check it from here. Okay. Okay, that's great. Okay, so like everyone is joining a bit late. So those who are new, don't worry, you will get the recorded session. Today we are going to start with JavaScript. Till now we have covered HTML and CSS, and based on that, I have given those students who were there in the session a project and they have presented it. Now let me just those students just raise their hand that they have to present their project so that others can get an idea that what is going on right now. Like Bhavigata, Sushmita, you were saying that you are going to present it today. So have you completed it now? Otherwise, I am going to start with JavaScript. Okay. Let me just share my screen. I will take the presentation for those students who were left at the end of the session. Okay, so let me just share my screen first. It. Yes. So guys, as you all have an idea about the HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so I am just not deep diving into those concepts, just giving little bit of idea to brush up your concepts. Now, in today's session, we are going to cover about JavaScript. So first of all, what is JavaScript? Like HTML is used to structure a particular website. CSS, cascading style sheet, why we use that? We use that to design our or provide styling to our web page. But now here comes the JavaScript. Like you have seen about HTML and CSS, but using those language, we are not able to actually done something from our website. Like it is only static. To provide the dynamic nature to our website, we actually use JavaScript. It is a scripting language which can be used for your front end as well as back end. But right now we are seeing that how it can be used in front end. Okay, so let me just open my VS Code and then we are going to see about different concepts on VS Code so that it can be not a theoretical class, it can also be a practical one. So just a minute, let me just give access to those who are coming. Okay, now let me create a folder having named JavaScript. Okay, as you can see, this is our folder which we have created. Inside it, I am going to create a file having name index.js. Okay, why.js? Because it is the extension which is specifying that the code is written inside this file will be of Java, having used of JavaScript. Okay, so here I have defined this. I will open my terminal so that I can run the script accordingly. Okay, so now before starting, just a minute. Harsh, actually, the project list is actually shared to your group. Just let me share it one more time in your group so that you can get an idea that what you are going to done. Like, I guess you are in AI 10. batch. Yes. So those who are new to the session, just provide me the group names so that I can share the project list in that particular group. Okay. Now, before this, let me just know that how many of you have already installed Node in your system. Just raise your hand, or in chat box, you can say yes or no. So that before starting with JavaScript, I will, okay. What about others? Okay, okay, that's great. Now in chat box, only those students write that they have not installed. Just give me know that they have not installed so that I can get an idea and I will guide you about that how you are going to install that. So then we will start with it. Okay, just drop down your hands, everyone. Okay, Prashant, I will share it after the session. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so anyone who has not installed Node.js at their end, just give me an idea, guys, so that I can uh, l- tell you that how you are going to install that, and then we will start with our JavaScript. Okay, so as I'm not getting any response from those students who have not installed it, so don't I'm continuing with this. Okay. So first of all, now you have a theoretical idea that we use JavaScript for the dynamic portion of our website. Now, just a minute. Now, basic thing that what is where, let, and const. This is something we used in our program, but actually we don't have the knowledge that how they are different from each other. So let me just tell you once, and then I'm going to ask the question from your side, and you have to respond that. Okay. So first of all, there is one, there is three things. First of all, where, let, and const. Variable is actually functions to scope. Okay, means that its value can be used within that particular function. But your let and const is actually block scope. What does it mean by block scope? That it will only be used within that similar brace inside which they are declared, not within the function. So this is the difference between function scope and you can say block scope. I am going to write a simple example through which it can be understandable that how they are different. So let me just do that. Then it will be more clear and then we will just see. So first of all, I'm creating a function because where is function scope? So function test. Suppose I am taking it as this, and inside it, what I'm going to do? I am just using a command like if true, then I will come inside that particular function. So what I am doing, I am declaring a variable inside a function, and inside that a function in this condition so that it is in another block. Now here I am using where x equal to any value. Like suppose I am taking the value as 5. Now, where is function scope? So that means that this variable's value can be accessed within this function anywhere. Okay. So suppose this is a particular block. This is block where val is defined. Now I'm going to console this value of x outside this block within function, but outside this block. So suppose if I am doing console.log, and here what I have to do, I have to just print the value of x so that I can check that is it a scope based or a function based. So basically this is scope. The one curly open braces and the one curly closed brace is known as scope. And the function is, you are already familiar with it. This is the function definition over here. So let's see after calling this function that are we getting our output or not. So this is how you are going to call your function. Now I'm going to execute it. Node space index.js. Okay. So are you able to see that I am getting the output here? Like 5 is there because this is my where, and where is actually a function scoped variable. Means function scope means that within that particular function, whenever you are going to use that particular value, you can use that. This is where. But suppose if I change it to let, okay. what I am doing, I am changing this to let. Only keyword I have changed from where to let, and now try to console this. Okay, so are you able to see that now we are getting an error that X is not defined? Why we are getting this error? Because this let is actually block scoped. Block scope means within this you can use the value. Outside this block, you are not able to use that particular value, which is of X. Okay, so that is the difference between both where and let. Now, suppose if I am going to use const, suppose if this line I am going to just print within the block, then you will able to see the output. Let me just do that. Okay. Now let's see, are we getting the output or not? What I have done, I have just shift this line from here to here. Okay. So that it will be in block now. Let's do it. Okay, now you are getting the output. So this is known as function scope and block scope. Block is particularly the open curly braces and the ending curly braces. And function is wherever you are closing that function, within that you can use a particular value in where. Now, if I'm going to change it to const, okay. So what I am doing here, I am changing it to const and again doing one thing that, just a minute. Again doing one thing that providing it outside the scope so that it can tell me that it is a function scope or block scope. So, okay, again, I am getting error that X is not defined, means that X is defined only within a particular block. So this is also a block scope. This is basic, but very important because sometimes an interviewer can ask you about this, that which is block scope and which is function scope. So you have to answer them accordingly. Now, are you able to see that we are getting the output? Because this is also our block scope, you can say variable or keyword. Now, one more thing, like you can see, where actually ignores the braces. Okay. Wherever you are accessing it within your function, it will provide you the answer. But let and const don't break that. They respect their braces that they actually live within their limits. If they are defined in this particular section, then you have to call them or you have to use their value or console them within that particular brace. Otherwise, they will throw an error. Okay. So just a minute. I guess these is little bit basic and you have get the idea for it also. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubt regarding this? Also, while using this const keyword, you can't change the value of that particular variable. For suppose if I am changing this X value to 10 and then consoling it, then let's see what will happen. It is providing me an error. An error is like you have provided X equal to 10, but it is impossible because you are making the value of X constant, which remains throughout the program to be 5. Suppose instead of this, I am going to use let. Then let's see what will happen. Okay, here it is. Let me execute it one more time. For let, it is providing me the output because let and where are used so that we can change our value. Okay, and reassign them the particular value. Suppose if I'm going to use here this where, okay, and then try to execute it. For where also I am getting the output, but for const, as it fixed the value of my particular variable throughout the program, so we are not using it. Now, what you guys can do so that I can get an idea that how many of you are executing the code with me or not, you can just take the screenshot from here. Okay, like this, you can take the screenshot. Come to the chat box. Here you have not the access to just provide the output from the gallery. So just paste the particular screenshot here. So use Control V for pasting it over here and send it in the chat box so that I can get that how many of you are executing it. Okay. So let me just see that how many of you are executing it right now. Anyone who has executed this bit of code? Okay, no problem, as this was basic, so I'm not forcing you. But from now, whatever I'm going to write in VS Code, you have to also write that simultaneously and provide me the screenshot. Otherwise, I will take it that you are just watching the session and not doing it at your end. Okay. So now let me ask that what is where a function scope or a block scope variable? Let me just know about that in the chat box. About where is it function scoped or block scoped? Not getting any response. Okay, good, Hasini. What about others? Only she is replying. Okay, good, good. Now that's good. It is good if you are going to respond, then it will also uh, it will be good for me because you are making the session interactive. That's why I have opened the chat option today so that you can respond it at your end and it will be more two-way conversation. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to erase this. I guess that all of you have get a fair idea about let or const, let where or const, and how you are going to implement that through the particular code. Now we are going to see about the functions in JS. So there are two types of function in JavaScript. Can anyone tell me that what are the two types of function in JavaScript? Just raise their hand, those who know the answer. That a type of function in JavaScript. Basic one, I guess you all have the knowledge about it. Just you are a bit shy to tell the answer. Uh, yes, good Hasini. But what we in respect to me, actually, we are going to see. Yes, your output is correct. Have you also known about arrow functions and traditional function? An idea about them? Like what is arrow function and what is traditional function? I'm going to cover that. Okay. So just a minute, let me open my VS Code. Right now, I'm just writing a simple traditional way of writing a function. A function keyword. After that, the name of your function. Suppose I'm test, I'm giving it. Okay. After this, what I have to do? I will return something like return. You can say backticks I am using here. Hello. Okay. Or what I can add over here, like I am adding a variable name, you can say parameter, so that I can call it at runtime. Okay, hello. And after this, what I'm going to do? A dollar appended with curly braces. This is known as template literal, which is there in ECMAScript 6 or 7, which is the latest version of your script, where you are going to define your string like this. This is one another way of defining your script where it will evaluate your expression and provide you the output for that. Suppose what I am doing here, I am using backticks over here, hello, dollar, and then name. Name I am not providing right now. When I call my function, I am going to provide it then. So what I'm going to console.log, and in this book, I will call my name with that function. Like function is test, and I am providing here my name like this. Okay. So let's see, are we getting an output accordingly or not? Done that, calling it. So let me just clear the terminal so it will be much more visible. Okay. So are you able to see that here I am getting hello function as output? So how the command, or you can say execution code, is done, like it will call my test function with the parameter vansh. Vansh is passed over here. Okay, now in this return section, what I am doing? Hello, dollar curly parenthesis, name over there. So the name value is vansh. So this backticks, as you can see, this is backticks. You can see it below your escape keyword. Okay, so there that is it is known as backtick. Okay, and in this backtick, you can actually provide your string which has some expressions written over there. Like this is also expression, so that you can pass the value or it can calculate the value inside it. So that's why we are getting the name Vanch according to it in this backticks, or you can say literal template. Okay, so just a second. Now, same thing I am going to do. This is a traditional way to do that. Okay. So what it is, this is the traditional way. Now, same thing I am going to implement using our arrow functions. Okay. And then then you will tell me that which one is easy way to do that. So for arrow function, what I can do, const, wait, let me just give access to them. Yes. So here what I'm going to do, this is how you are going to define your arrow function. I will tell you that why it is known as arrow function. Just a minute. Let me just write the code, then I will explain it to you. Okay. Same thing. Let me just remove this bit of portion, which was the traditional way to write a function. Now, this is actually the parameter you are going to pass within your function. And then this is why this function is known as arrow function, because it symbolized like this. Here we are using equal to and less than symbol over there. So it is creating an arrow shape. Are you able to see this? This is the arrow shape. So that's why it is known as arrow function. Now what I am going to do inside it, I am just providing my string like hello. And then within this, I am providing the name over here. So curly braces and the name value over there, which I am passing as an argument. But there is a one thing you have to do. You have to use backticks so that it can evaluate accordingly. So hello, and then not this and this is a dollar symbol. So this will be evaluated for you when you are going to call this function. So how I am going to call this particular function? So for that, I just simply use console.log, and after that, this greet is my function, and it is taking as an argument as name Vansh. So I am providing it like this, greet, and inside it the name of the particular parameter. For that, I am providing it Vansh. Okay, so let's see, is it working or not? Okay, so still I am getting this answer as hello Vansh. But actually, the syntax for both of them were different. There you were using function keyword to create a function. Here we are just using the function symbol over there to create a function. If there is a parameter, you are going to pass that parameter inside that function attribute and then use this arrow like symbol, which is known as arrow function. Now also there is a concept of lexical binding over here, which is important one. And I'm going to tell you about that. Let me just check that first, that how many of you have done that. Okay, that's great. Simi, Harsh. Okay, okay. So just try to execute this bit of code. Let me just copy it to your end. Just try to do that. Change your name. Okay, don't copy paste everything. Just change your name. Okay, just provide me the screenshot in the chat box. Then I will continue further. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you that why we are actually using our arrow function, because the same thing we are doing through traditional function. Then why there is the need of this arrow function? For that, I will tell you about 2-3 things. What is this keyword? What is lexical scope? And other things. So Before starting with that, just let me see the output in the chat box. Provide me the output over here. Mahalakshmi, see how you have to share the screenshot. You can just take the screenshot and paste it over here. Like use Control C, Control V. No, Vishal, you are not audible actually. Okay, good Mahalakshmi, good Harsh. So just rejoin the session, Vishal. I guess there will be a bit. Good guys, good Hasini, good Mahalakshmi, good Harsh that they are trying to execute the code at their end. This is really good. Now I am going to tell you about why we are using this arrow function over functional function which was there traditionally. Okay, so let me just write a bit of code. Const person. Okay, this is a simple variable which is going to store something which will be provided through it. Here I am using creating an object. Okay, like this const person is actually a object, and object always work in key value attribute. So this is the name is the key. And for this, I am going to provide a value, which is my name, like Vansh. Okay. After that, what I am going to do? I am going to, not this, a comma. After this, I am going to create a function like having name greet, and then a normal function, a traditional function using the keyword function over here. Inside it, what I'm going to do, I am actually going to call a function set timeout. I will tell you in upcoming session that what is this set timeout function. This is actually runs your code written inside this function after the time limit which you have provided. For now, let me just write the code, then I will explain it bit by bit. Okay, then here is the function, and I want to print here console.log hi, and after this name. Okay, like this, I'm going to provide, and it will take the time in millisecond that how many time after how many time you want to execute this particular function. This is bounded till this 1000 millisecond means 1 second. So after 1 second, this function will get executed. Okay. So let me just do one thing. This is closed. Let me use one more over here. Now, just a minute. Inside greet function, actually, I have used the set timeout function, which is consoling something. I'm getting an error. Okay, let me just save it, re-execute it. It will throw us. It is not executing. Just a minute. Okay, so actually there was error in this bit of code. Like this dot name can be directly accessible like this. I have to use a plus operator is there. Saving it now, try to execute it. Okay, so I have actually not called my function, which is my greet function. Okay, so how I'm going to call that? Okay, so that was the mistake over here. I'm not calling it. So person dot as it is an object, so you can access the function through a dot operator. Now what I'm going to do, I'm providing here my function name. Okay. Now let's see what will happen. Okay. Hi. And then it is giving me undefined. Why it is giving me undefined? Here, there is this dot name. So actually, this dot name, the name I have already defined over here, which is Vansh. So according to us, the output must be console.log this plus hi plus this dot name will refer to Vansh. So hi Vansh, I was expecting as my output, but it is not providing me that name because it is out of its reach. Okay. So what is there? Like in traditional function, if there you are going to use this keyword, it will refer to the object which is initialized globally, not the object which is initialized by you. Okay, so that's why it is actually referring this name as null value because it is not able to read the value of name from your object which you have already defined. So this was the limitation of this traditional function. So to overcome this, we use our arrow function in which this actually refers to the lexical scope. Lexical scope means it will search that particular, you can say instant appended to it outside the function block in which it is defined. Okay, so it will get access to the name over there. So let me just change this code according to our lexical scope. Then we will see that what output we are getting. Okay, just a second. Let me just convert it to arrow function. So for that, I am here using this set timeout as a traditional function. I'm changing it like this. Then I have to use a particular arrow over here. So now actually it is converted to arrow function. Let me just save this file. Now let's see. After 1 second, I am getting, suppose I change this time limit to 8. Okay, so see what will happen. Right now you are not getting any response. Till 8 seconds will be completed. After the completion of 8 seconds, you will get the output hi bunch. So this is how set timeout function works. It will execute your code after a particular time which is shared over here. This is in milliseconds. 8,000 milliseconds is equivalent to 8 seconds. Okay. So after 8 seconds, it is providing us the output like console.log hi this dot name. Okay. So hi this dot name. Now see here, this in arrow function, this is actually not predefined. So it will check that is there something which is referring to this appended to name. So it will check outside this particular scope set. It will check outside this function set timeout and outside this function greet. Now here it will get it like outside scope. It is getting the name Vansh over there. So this is the benefit and this is why we use arrow function so that it can provide us the output using the lexical scope or you can say outer scope. Okay. And arrow function don't create this value for this keyword at their own. Like you can see what was happening in traditional function, that was referring this value of name to undefined because it has taken that from global object. Okay, but here you have actually defined name as bunch in this particular object, and through this little change which is here you are using your arrow function, it can access that particular name value using lexical scope. So two words are important here. First of all, lexical scope, and second one is this. Lexical scope means the value of this is determined by where the function is written, not how it is called. Okay. So wherever you have written this particular function, this value can be assigned through that only, not about that how we are calling it. Instead of that we are just where we have defined, it will search the value over there. So this is the basic difference. So let me just see that. Let me just paste it over here. Try to execute it. Okay. The basic difference is while we were using this keyword in our traditional function, it is actually not providing me the answer for this keyword, which is inside another function. So in nested function, it is not able to fetch the name value of an object. But while we were using this arrow function over here, then it is checking the value of the name object throughout the program or in the lexical scope. Means the outer part of this function is actually the lexical scope for your this keyword. So it is seeing, or you can say checking the value of this name outside the function value. This is known as lexical scope or outer scope. So just try to provide me the output in the chat box. And if there is any doubt regarding this, you can ask. Otherwise, I am going to ask the basic questions from this,
Sir,
whatever the, yes.
can you please repeat it again?
Sorry, Abhishek, what?
Can you please repeat it again, sir?
Yes, yes,
To
I can repeat it again.
understand.
Okay, okay. Don't worry. I'm repeating it. See, what I was saying, that there is a traditional way to write a function and then there comes the arrow function. Why we are actually using arrow function? Because first of all, the implementation is easy. Second thing, it is modified version where we can use the functions like map. The map function you can use in arrow function. So it provides us different features.
Sorry,
Now,
sir, sorry. Hello.
yes, Abhishek.
So, sir, can you please there in your problem, sir? We can understand in Hindi.
Actually, Abhishek, your voice is bit breaking. You can use the chat box and provide your doubt there. Then it will be good for me so that I can understand what you are saying. Your voice is actually breaking a bit. So just type your doubt in the chat box.
सर आपसे अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम इस कॉन्सेप्ट को हिंदी में समझा सकते हो हिंदी और इंग्लिश को मिक्स
ओके
करके
ओके 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 ओके,
पर्टिकुलर
ठीक है, मैं समझा सकता हूँ आपको हिंदी में। वेट, अभिषेक, यहाँ पर मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि एक्चुअली में डिफरेंस क्या है आपके फंक्शंस जो ट्रेडिशनल वे में हम डिफाइन करते थे यूजिंग अ कीवर्ड लाइक फंक्शन, देन द फंक्शन नेम लाइक बंच, एंड इनसाइड दिस हम चीजें राइट करते थे। ओके, ये है आपका ट्रेडिशनल वे जो आप फंक्शन को इस तरह से डिफाइन करते थे, इसे कहते हैं ट्रेडिशनल वे। बट फिर कुछ टाइम बाद एरो फंक्शन आया। अब एरो फंक्शन की क्या काम है वो देखते हैं। तो एरो फंक्शन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ऐसे डिफाइंड होता है, हियर यू आर गोइंग टू यूज अ सिंबल ऑफ दिस एरो। ओके, सो बिकॉज ऑफ द सिंबल विच इज नोटिंग नोटेशन गिविंग लाइक अ एरो, दैट्स व्हाई वी कॉल इट अ एरो फंक्शन। अब इन दोनों में एक्चुअली डिफरेंस क्या है कि आपका एरो फंक्शन और आपका ट्रेडिशनल फंक्शन में डिफरेंस क्या था जो हम एरो फंक्शन को यूज कर रहे हैं? इसका सिंपल सा आंसर ये है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एरो फंक्शन के पास मॉडर्न यू कैन से फंक्शंस का एट्रीब्यूट होता है। लाइक मैप फंक्शन को आप एरो फंक्शन में यूज कर सकते हो। जो भी आपके न्यू फीचर्स होते हैं वो एरो फंक्शंस में आप आराम से यूज कर सकते हो एज कंपेयर टू योर फंक्शंस को, ट्रेडिशनल फंक्शन। अदर थिंग इज यूजिंग दिस कीवर्ड। एक्चुअली अगर आप नेस्टेड फंक्शंस का यूज कर रहे हो तो आपका दिस कीवर्ड आपके रियल ऑब्जेक्ट जो यहाँ पर नेम की वैल्यू को फेच करने के लिए यूज किया गया है, वो उसकी वैल्यू फेच नहीं कर पाते हम ट्रेडिशनल फंक्शन में। तो उसको ओवरकम करने के लिए हम यूज करते हैं एरो फंक्शन का, जो चेक करता है इस पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन की वैल्यू आउटसाइड द फंक्शन स्कोप। This is your function scope. So outside this, the value, if there is the value outside the function, it will check accordingly. And if there is the value, then it will provide us the answer accordingly as compared to traditional function where we were getting output as undefined. Here we are not getting the name. Here we are getting the undefined function because the this keyword we were using there was actually providing me the global variable value for that. और यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है कि आपका सेट टाइम आउट फंक्शन जो कि आपने एक एरो फंक्शन बना दिया है, तो ये अब अपने दिस की वैल्यू को आउटसाइड द फंक्शन सर्च करेगा और जहां पर भी इसको वो वैल्यू मिल जाएगी यहाँ पर आके वो वैल्यू असाइन कर देगा और आपको आउटपुट उस अकॉर्डिंग मिल जाएगा। ओके, is it clear to you now? Okay, okay, good. So let me check that how many of you have executed the code. Good, Harsh. Good, Hasini. What about others? Only few of you are actually executing this.
So we need to share the screenshots. Hello.
Actually, Abhishek, your voice is breaking a bit. So you can also use the chat section if you want.
तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि मुझे स्क्रीनशॉट शेयर करना पड़ेगा मतलब ये करने के बाद मीटिंग में देखना स्क्रीनशॉट शेयर करें
यस मतलब आपको
ओके
स्क्रीनशॉट शेयर करना है। आप एक बार इस कोड को मैं वहां पे पेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, आप यहाँ से
मैं
कोड को।
रन करवा चुका हूँ मेरे पास है रन
ओके
करवा चुका हूँ
ओके ओके, तो आप स्क्रीनशॉट करने के लिए जस्ट चैट बॉक्स में पेस्ट कर दीजिए वो स्क्रीनशॉट, क्योंकि एक्सेस नहीं होगी यहाँ पे सबको जो गैलरी से स्क्रीनशॉट प्रोवाइड करवा सके। सो यू हैव टू जस्ट पेस्ट द स्क्रीनशॉट हियर। ओके, लेट मी चेक इट फॉर विवेक। ओके, गुड विवेक। ओके, दैट्स ग्रेट। As I can see, Vivek has actually written or commented out like this, that in nested function, it cannot fetch the value of object attribute declare above the function. Okay, so this is a good way, because when you are going to recap this, then it will help you. When you are going to revise this concept, then it will help you that, okay, that's why we switched to arrow functions, because in nested function, it is unable to define the function. And also that you have now executed the code, so you will getting the output for that, and you can compare that, okay, by which type of code I am getting my output. So great work, Vivek. Okay, this thing is, I think, clear to everyone. What about others? I am just getting the responses from 5 to 6 people. Let me just check that how many of them are there, because accordingly I will mark the attendance. Just in response, let me know. Okay, good, Subramanyam. What about others? Just let response in chat box with yes or no that they have completed it or not. Because if you are just joining the session, uh, then it is not good. You have to also execute the code parallelly with me. Otherwise, there is no benefit for joining this session, because recorded lectures are also there on YouTube. You can learn from there also. But if you are wasting your time here or investing your time here, it's up to you that how you are going to do that. Okay, good Vishal, good Abhishek, good. Okay. Okay. So this is good. Now I'm getting response, so that's great. So what we have covered till now, we have covered two things. First of all, what is the basic difference between where, let, and const. After that, we have covered what is arrow function and what is traditional function. Now I am moving further, and we are going to talk a bit about template literal. I have tell you about that right now in arrow function, but now I am one more time, I am telling you that what is template literal, because it is important thing. And jargons like this, like template literal, is actually someone can ask from you. Okay, so it is a bit easy concept, but because of the name, sometimes people don't remember it. So first of all, let me just write a simple 2-3 lines of code, and then I am going to explain it. Suppose here I am taking my name, and after this, I am creating one more thing which is for city, and here I am providing it like this. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I am going to just console them. Console.log. Just a minute. Here it is. Why city is throwing error? Okay, I have to close it. Yeah. And now I am consoling it. Okay, so how I am going to console it? Using this backticks. Hi, I am. Now I want to evaluate something. So for that, I'm going to use this so that it can take the value of name. I am my name from. the city wherever you are living. Okay, so here I am going to pass this city. Let's see that are we getting the output for it, and then I will explain you that what is happening here. So you can see, hi, I am Vansh from Delhi. We are getting it. Okay. Same thing if I want to do through, instead of backticks, I am using curly braces over here. Okay. Then just a minute, not curly braces, that double quotes. Okay. Instead of backticks, I am using double quotes, which we use most times while declaring a string. Now, suppose if I'm going to execute this, then are you able to see that it is not actually calculating the name and city from here? It is just printing whatever is written inside the double quote. So this is the difference what template literals provide. They are used to actually evaluate your expression written inside your string. Okay, it will not just copy whatever is written inside them. So instead of this, the template literal use actually backticks. Backtick is this symbol. Okay, and when you are going to use backtick, that it can be evaluated for you. So that's why you use template literal now to define your string. Okay, now suppose also you can, what you can do, you can provide multi-line over there. Like if I'm doing like this, okay, so if I am using double quotes, then it will throw me an error, like not get the city or something like that. I will tell you that how. But suppose if I am going to execute this, so are you able to see that I am getting still getting the output if I have changed the line still? So it is important for our multi-line, you can say, strings. Now suppose if I change it to double quotes, so here what I am doing, I am changing it to double quotes. Just a minute. Okay, let me. This is my double quote. Are you able to see? I am getting a error here. And if suppose I want to execute this, so it is providing me an error like not able to read this, like where it is ending or that. So for that, we use this template literal. So basically, two things it will do. First of all, it will evaluate the expression written inside your code part. Then if you are using multiple line string, then backticks provide you the output for them also. As you can see, we are getting over error over here when I am using this double quotes. So this is basically the difference between your double quotes and backticks. So just provide me the output of it in the chat section. Here it is. Just change your name and city accordingly and try to use that. Okay. And also try it at your end. Like if you are using double quotes, if you are providing something in backticks, then how it is evaluating at your end. Okay. So that's why we use template literals. And after this, I am going to continue with array. So just let me know that is it clear to you that why we are using template literals instead of double quotes for defining a string?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So please provide me the output in the chat box. Then we are going to continue with arrays. Okay.
Sir, the question is, sir. Hello.
Yes.
सर नेम के ऊपर से एक लाइन क्रॉस होता है नेम एग्जैक्टली कटा हुआ था अगर हम सिर्फ नेम यूज करते तो ऐसे क्यों
अभिषेक, अभिषेक आपकी वॉइस काफी ब्रेक हो रही है, तो मैं आपका डाउट समझ नहीं पा रहा हूँ. इज एनीवन हियर हु इज गेटिंग व्हाट ही इज सेइंग? सो आप मुझे बता दो कि वो मतलब क्या पूछ रहा है, तो मैं उस अकॉर्डिंग रिस्पॉन्स कर सकूं. बिकॉज आई एम नॉट गेटिंग योर वॉइस प्रॉपरली. सो आर यू एबल टू जस्ट टाइप दैट इन द चैट बॉक्स?
actually बहुत use करते हैं अच्छा type training
Not getting it, Abhishek. Rejoin the session, Abhishek. Actually, rejoin the session. I guess there is a network issue at your end.
okay.
Okay, okay, rejoin. Akash, are you facing any problem while sharing the screenshot? Just like, see, this is very simple. Like, you can take the screenshot. Okay, here I have taken the screenshot, and then just use Control C plus and V and paste the screenshot over here in the chat box. Okay. Okay, good. Jaya, Prata, and Vishal, great guys. So if now someone is going to ask you about what is temporal literal, then you can provide the answer accordingly. Still, you are not able to do that because everyone is sharing that. Okay, good, Rupsa. That's great that you are getting it. Abhishek, now just open your mic and ask your doubt that what was you asking?
Hello, hello.
Yes, Abhishek.
मैं बोलना तो सही है अगर मैं नेम उसके लिए दिख रहा नेम दिख रहा है वहाँ पे मतलब उसके ऊपर सिर्फ लाइन जा रहा है मैंने एक्चुअली चैट जीपीटी करने की कोशिश की थी बट समझ में नहीं आया उसके
नहीं,
क्यों लगता है
अभिषेक एक काम करो, आप ना अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर कर लो, तो उससे मेरे को आइडिया लग जाएगा आप पूछ क्या रहे हो, क्योंकि आपकी वॉइस बीच में बहुत ब्रेक हो रही है.
हेलो
यस, यस, नाउ.
मैं पूछ रहा हूँ कि मैं अगर नेम लिख रहा हूँ तो इसके ऊपर से एक लाइन जा रहा है ये रहा
ओके,
मैं
बिकॉज,
सिर्फ
यस, बिकॉज इसका
हाँ
रीजन ये है, आप नेम वेरिएबल को अपने प्रोग्राम में ऑलरेडी यूज कर रहे हो ऊपर वाले फंक्शन के लिए.
मैं अगर इसको हटा दूँ उसके बाद भी रहता है ये देखो
ओके, जस्ट
एक्चुअली
लीव
मैंने ये
दैट,
चैट जी हाँ
सेव इट वन मोर टाइम.
सेम एक्चुअली ऑटो सेम है
Okay, it's auto saved. Wait, let me
हाँ
just see. I guess sometimes what happened that this name value is actually uh, predefined. This name is actually predefined. So ऐसे lines आ जाता है, but you will get the output for that accordingly.
हम ये प्री डिफाइंड तो होता है बट इसका एक प्रॉपर मैंने चैट जीपीटी से ये मतलब स्क्रीनशॉट शेयर करके पूछा था पर उसका मुझे रिस्पांस समझ में आया नहीं इसीलिए
Okay,
मैं अभी स्टॉप करूँ स्क्रीन शेयरिंग
what?
कर सकते हो स्क्रीन शेयर
Yes, yes, yes.
तो मैंने वो चैट जीपीटी को एक्चुअली मुझे समझ में नहीं आया था कि उस टाइम पे किस लिए हुआ पर
Okay.
मैं
नहीं,
बाद में एक बार रिसर्च करके देखता हूँ फिर से
actually, see, sometimes it happens also, like you will get a line over here on the name, only this name variable, because build actually, how can I explain? For some variables like name, it is already defined in the system. Like this variable having name is actually, you can see it is defined already for the system. So that's why it is just providing us a, you can say, little bit of idea that it is already used. So if you want to change, you can change the name of that particular function, or you can say variable. Okay, so there is no problem in that. If it is giving a line over there, that particular variable name, you are using this VS Code extension. So here you are getting it because it is predefined for it. Okay, so no problem in that if you are doing that. You are getting the value for the variable, right? Hello, Abhishek, are you there?
हाँ यस यस
Okay, okay, okay. Hi, I am Akash from Meerut. Okay, yes, Akash. Here right now you are using double quotes, so that's why you are getting the output accordingly. Okay, if you use backtick over there, then you will get the answer of that. My name is Abhishek and I am from Kolkata. Okay, good Abhishek. Okay, so I guess this is clear to everyone that how we are doing that. Now we are going to see about array. Okay, so let's move to our array part. Let me just erase the code written over here. So there are many methods you can implement on an array. First of all, how we are going to define that? Suppose let an array name, I am taking it as fruits, and here I am storing different fruits name like apple. Wait, I have to close
Sir,
the
screen is
button.
not visible, sir.
Oh, actually, sorry. As someone share their screen, so the control will pass to them. I have to reshare it again. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So just provide the name of the fruits inside your declared array. Like apple is there, banana is there, and I am taking one more like mango. So everyone is familiar that in array we can store a particular set of elements based on and it is continuous memory allocation starting with the index 0. In JavaScript, the index of an array starts with 0. Okay, so here this apple is actually at an index 0. So if you want to get the output for a particular index, then you can use it like this: console.log. Here I'm using console.log, and then the my array name, which is fruits, and after that the index of which index you want to get the output. Suppose I want to see at index 0. So according to us, if I will try run this code, then I will get that apple will come as an output because it is there in the first place, or you can say zeroth index. First index is showing banana and second index is showing mango. So I'm just printing one more time it at index 2 so that it will be clear that are we fetching it or not. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, so for zeroth index, we are getting apple, and for second index as 0, 1, 2. So mango is at second index, so we are getting mango over here. Now let's see some array methods which is helpful. First of all, push method. Push is actually used to append a particular element to the existing array. It will add the element to the last of the array. So it will be more clear when we are going to use that. So suppose fruits dot push, this is I am using, and if I provide a particular fruit name over here, like suppose I am providing here orange. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, orange is there. Now let's see after this. Let me just console my array one more time, then we will see the output. Console.log and just print the fruits. Okay, so let's see, are we getting the output after pushing an element to the array or not? So are you able to see that these two were the previous output coming from these two lines, 2 or 3, which is consoling the index value. Now you have pushed the orange fruit into the existing array of fruits. So yes, it is coming. Apple, banana, and mango was there, and you have appended orange successfully over there. So this is what we have to do using this push method. So push is basically used to push an element. As the name is suggesting, it will push an element to your existing array at the last index. Okay. So this is actually the last index for you because till mango, every like apple, banana and mango was already there. So it has appended to the last index. So is it clear that how we are going to use push? Wait. Hi. Let's city equal to Delhi. Wait. Harsh, your city is not coming. Hi, I am. Just save. Have you saved the code? Just try to save the code and try to execute it then, because everything is correct. Or just do that. Let me know. Have you installed Node in your system or not? He has used. Okay, you are not using the you can say backticks. You are actually using the single quote. Backtick is there over your caps lock tab section. Okay. So actually, this is what you are using, but you have to use this. There is difference between both of them. Make sure you have used the backtick over there. And let me check. Okay, that's great. Jaya, and good Rupsa. Like Rupsa, you are providing the, you can say code only. If you want, you can also share the screenshot, because I am seeing that you are continuously providing the output, but it is in string format. So you can also share the screenshot. Good Vivek. That's great. What about others? Having any issue, or are they able to execute it? Like push method is very simple, that you have to push something. Now, if suppose you are going to like push is there to push something in your array. If you want to delete from last index, then you can use pop operation over here. So see what I'm going to do here. Like I am using fruits, which is my array name, and on that I want to provide a function which is pop, which is going to delete something. Okay, so if someone of you are familiar with the stack data structure, then you can also see over there, there were two operations like push and pop. Push means inserting an element into the stack, and pop means to delete the element from the stack. Okay, same thing we are doing here. Now just call your pop function and then try to again console the original array, which is now after the pop operation. So let's see what output I am getting here right now. Let me clear it and then let me execute my code. Okay, so at 0th index, apple was there. I'm getting apple as an output. At second index, mango was there. I'm getting mango as an output. I am pushing orange over there. Okay. So I have pushed the orange over there. Orange is coming. Now I am popping out. Popping out means deleting the last index element. So right now, after pushing orange to the last index, it will be deleted from the last index accordingly. Okay. So that's why you are getting only apple, banana, and mango. Suppose one more time, I will call this pop function here. Let me just paste it. Okay. So according to this, what will happen? Mango must be deleted from here now. Only two elements will be left within the array. First is apple and other is banana. So let's see, is it happening or not? Okay. So are you able to see? I am only getting apple and banana over here because my pop has already deleted the element from there. Okay. Clear to you all? Let me just see if there is any. It is quite simple. But as we have to cover from basics, so that's why I'm telling about these. Okay. Push, you have logged. Great. Okay, let me check the error. Wait, Harsh. Okay, what you are doing? Harsh, you are getting error because your array name is fruits and you are actually getting the value for fruit. Okay, so that's why it is not able to see that where is your what is your actual array name. Okay, like it is checking to push something into your fruit array, but fruit array is not defined over there. It is fruit, so that's why you are getting the error. So please check that and let me know that still you are getting error or not. Okay, great, Abhishek. Wait, let me check, Vishal. Console.log. Like Vishal, see, in the pop operation, you don't have to provide the item name which you want to pop. Basically, it is predefined that it is going to delete the element from the last index. So whatever the index is there, you can delete that. Okay, so you don't have to specify like this apple you want to delete. If you want to do that, you have to use different function over there. With time, you will get it. Okay. So don't use provide the name in the pop function over there. Just use item.pop and then console in the next line so that it will provide you the array which is now there. Okay, great, Harsh. Yes, now it is correct. Okay, good. Okay, good, Vishal. Now I guess this is clear. Now we are going to see about one more function, which is shift function over there. Actually, shift function, like pop is removing from the last index, shift will remove from the first index or zeroth index. So let me just do it like fruits. Wait, fruits dot shift. Okay. And this fruits dot shift. Now, if you are going to just call this function and consoling your fruits array, then let's see what will happen. Okay, here it is. Let me clear this. Okay, here I have run it. Okay, so are you able to see? Just dry run this bit of code. You will get each line output accordingly, and then it will be more helpful for you. So first dry run it, and then we are going to compare it with the terminal output. First of all, you have defined the array having these three values over there. At zeroth index, there was apple, first index was banana, and second index was orange, mango. At zeroth index, you want to actually print the value for the fruit name which is there. Okay. So for zeroth index, we were getting apple. They are getting apple. Good. Then this is the first index. And then this is the second index. So you are consoling second index element. So that's why mango is coming here. Okay. Then what you have done, you have pushed the element to the last of your array. So for pushing, you have to specify that what element you want to push. So that's why you have provided the name here, like orange, that push the orange to the existing array. So here you can see while I am consoling the whole array, they are providing me apple, banana, mango, orange. Orange was not there in my original array, but now it is there because we have pushed that into the array. Then we have used this pop operation. Pop actually works from the last index. It deletes the element from your last index accordingly. So you can see we have deleted twice. So that's why mango and orange is not there. Only banana and apple is there. Now suppose if pop is deleting your element from the last index, then you can use this shift to delete the first index of your array. So as you can see here, I was getting apple and banana as my array. But now if I using this shift method over here, it will delete my apple. So you can see now apple is not there in my output, final output, because shift basically delete the element which is there at the first index. Okay. First index means zeroth element. So I guess it is clear. Okay. Good Vivek. Okay, that's great that it is clear. Same goes with, like you have seen push, then pop. Now we have seen shift. Now I will let you know about unshift. Fruits dot unshift. Okay. Now shift was basically what it was shift was doing. It was deleting something from the first index. Now as unshift is the opposite of shift, so it will add something to the first index. So suppose if I am going to provide here, suppose grapes, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to console my array, then see what output will come. According to this name, what it will do be. हाँ भाई, यार सेशन ले रहा हूँ अभी करता हूँ. Oh, sorry guys, sorry. Yes. So are you able to see now? Like unshift has appended grapes at the first index over here. So the final array has now grapes as an element over there, which is added to the first. Okay. So I guess this is clear that how we are doing this, why we were using pop, why we were using push, why we have used shift, and why we have used unshift. So these are basic things, but it helps a lot. So, if you are going to do that. So as we are covering from basic things, so it is essential to tell you about this. Let me check. Okay, good, Vishal. Okay. And when you are going to insert something, then you only have to provide the value. Like in pop and shift, we are not actually providing any value. We are just calling the function. Because if you want to delete something, then you don't have to specify that what you have to delete. But because it is predefined that it will delete from the last index or from the first index based on your function, which is pop or which is shift. Okay. So I guess that it is clear to you. Then there is another function which is map. Map function basically, right now what is happening in your actual array, everything is happening. Like if you are deleting something, it is deleted from your actual array. If you are adding something, it is doing in your actual array. But map actually creates a copy of your array and insert those value into a new array. Okay, so it will be more clear when we are going to execute that. So let me just use the map function. Then I am going to explain you about that. Okay, here what I'm doing, here I am using my map method, which create a new function array for me, having the updated values over there. Let me just see. Yeah. Okay. Fruits.map, and inside it, what I'm going to do, I will use a particular element which will traverse all over my array. So this fruit will, at first index, it will define apple, and it means at zeroth index, it will have the value of apple. At first index, it has the value for banana, and second index, it has the value for mango. Now I want to append something to it, like provide me that particular fruit name. At which index you are, just provide me the length of that particular fruit. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to console that particular array which have all these values. Console.log, and then this length array. Let's see what output we are getting. So just read. Yeah. Wait, here it is. Okay. Wait, what is happening? Like everything is working, but I am getting undefined for lengths. Wait a minute. Let me just see that what I am actually. I am using fruits.map, and after that, fruit.
सर
Yes.
किस चीज का लिंक वो भी मैं
Yes,
ताकि
yes.
मैं
Sorry. Actually, I have to use the built-in function instead of length. I have to use length. Okay, sorry, sorry. Yeah, to calculate a length, you have to use the length variable over there. Actually, I was saying that this fruit is actually defining your different fruits name. So that's why I have written that over there. Okay, so are you able to see? I am getting 6,6 as an output. But why 6? Because this app grapes has 6 letter over there. So it is providing me the length of that particular fruit. Like this is 6 letters over there. This is banana has also 6 letters. So that's what we are getting. And this map is actually used to map each and every element inside that particular array and to return us a new array with the values which we have transformed according to our needs. Okay, so this is how map will work. Is it clear that why we are using this map? Then let me just do one thing. Now we have seen about map function. Now I am going to tell you about what is spread operator. So actually spread operator we use to copy some values of an existing element. Like let me just clear this. Okay, I am telling you about spread operator from basic. Suppose here you have initialized a array having values 1, 2, and 3. Okay,
सर ऑन
just a minute. Yes.
हाँ सर one more time explain map function.
Okay, okay. So let me just wait. Okay, here it is. Like see what was happening right now. This fruit is actually my original array. Okay. So if I want to transform this array or change the value of this array accordingly, then I can use this map method. It will provide me a new array and that array will have the operation performed respect to my previous array, okay, which is fruits. So see what I am doing this through this map array. First of all, I am providing the array where I want to use this map. So in fruits array, I want to actually do something or I have to transform something in that. So for that, I am using this map method over there. Now this map method will actually take an argument from us to a like fruit so that it can track each and every element in your array. Okay, so this fruit for the first time it will target this apple, second time it will target this banana, and third iteration it will target this mango. Okay, and one by one what I am doing that whatever fruit it is there a different element, just provide me the length from that particular fruit. So this map is actually creating a new array having the functionality, or you can say having the transformation of this new array over there. Okay, so this is what you were getting as the output. So basically you are using this map to transform your existing array and to provide the new array in that. Okay, like here see we have don't define this length over there. This length is actually a array, but from where it is coming, it is coming from map, because map return a new array which is transformed version of your existing array. Okay, so is it clear now? Uh,
Yes sir, yes.
okay, that's great. Now
I
we are
think
going to.
so. Yes.
Yes, yes, Abhishek.
I'm sharing my code. Can you please check it? Because I'm getting 2 and 2. Means that length of the array is 2 and 2.
Uh, Not able to hear you, but you are saying that you are sharing something. Yes, share that.
I'm sharing my code actually. Hello.
Yes, yes. Okay, this is
I'm
your
sharing.
code. Okay.
Yes. And and 2. So maybe there is a mistake. Can you please help me to understand that?
Just a minute. What is happening right now? what is the, you are getting 2,2 as an output, but according to you will get grapes and banana letters output over there. Yes, you were saying this. Okay, so let me just see that how you are using it. So first of all, let me just see your code. In fruit section, okay, you have given everything over here. Then pushing something, popping something, doesn't define. Now where is your length? Okay, this is your a new array having name length. Here you are appending the map functionality to a fruits array. Okay, so there you have appended that functionality. Okay, so what is the mistake over here? You are using fruits over here. Don't use fruits. Fruits is actually your array. You have to assign them a particular value, which is mapping each and every element one at a time. Okay, so just ask from here fruit dot length instead of fruits dot length. Okay, then it will provide you according output like 6 and 5.
समझ में नहीं आया actually.
एक्चुअली अभिषेक सी, आपके कोड में यहाँ आप एक फ्रूट वेरिएबल बना रहे हो जिसको आप लेंथ से ट्रैक कर रहे हो। ये फ्रूट एक्चुअली क्या करेगा, ये आपके एप्पल को एक बार डिनोट करेगा। ओके, नाउ दिस फ्रूट हैज अ वैल्यू ऑफ एप्पल, बट इफ यू वांट टू चेक द वैल्यू ऑफ एप्पल, देन हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू चेक दैट? एप्पल डॉट लेंथ। ओके, दिस इज हाउ you are going to check that. But here what you are doing, you are checking fruits dot length. Fruits is actually your whole array, so it is providing you the length of this particular array, which have 0th, first and second index. So that's why you are getting the second index as the output or as the length of your array. So instead of your actual array name, use the word you are using here, like fruit you are using. So use fruit dot length instead of fruits dot length. Otherwise, it is calculating the whole array length for you. Okay, so that's why you are not getting a particular answer.
If I'm using fruit dot length, then I'm getting the output is 6,6.
If you
But
are
I'm getting,
using,
if I'm using fruit dot length, then I'm getting the
yes,
output 6,5 or 6,6.
you
And
will
I'm
get
getting
it the letters over there. Like here it is 6, so you will get 6. Or for banana, the spelling is BANAN only, so that's why you are getting 5.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay, no problem, Abhishek. Okay, okay. So let me just tell you spread operator, then we are good to wrap this session. Okay. So right now I am just erasing. That's good that few guys are asking their doubt. This is something good. Okay. Because if you are active in the session, that it also motivates me to just continue with it. Okay. So that's great, Abhishek. And also those who are asked the doubt, like Vishal was there, I guess. So good, guys. Okay. Now let me tell you about spread operator. So first of all, I am defining a array 1 having the values 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now after this, I am defining another array. Sorry, why I'm using int over here. Let array 2. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I am defining the values inside it like 3, 4, and 5. Okay. But suppose if you want to copy the value of array 1 to array 2. So for copying a particular value from a specific array to a destinated array, you can use spread operator over there. Now let me tell you that how you are going to do that. This 3 dot is actually known as spread operator. Okay. And after that, provide the array name whose value wants to copy. See what I have done over here. Like I have defined others value also, but here what I am doing using the spread operator. This 3 dot is actually known as spread operator and the name of the array which you want to copy. So this array 2 has actually now the values of array 1 as you have copied that using spread operator and 3, 4, 5. So let's console it and then it will be more clear. Console.log, and what I'm going to do here, I'm just providing to give here array 2. Okay. So let's see what output I am getting. So are you able to see 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 is my output, because how it is coming that these values are copied here and after that there is 3, 4, 5. Okay. And suppose if I am going to console only array 1, then what will happen? So it will only give me output 1, 2, 3 because there are only that element in that array. Okay. So for array 1, we are getting it. For array 2, we are getting all the copied values from array 1 also because we were using the spread operator over there. Okay. So this is, sorry. Yes. So this is what I have to tell you about basics functions over there used in arrays. Now, I think this is clear to you that how we are doing that. Is it clear that how spread operator is used and what is the notation for a spread operator?
So, please once repeat.
Not getting your voice, Abhishek.
Actually, sir, repeat means.
Abhishek,
Hello.
yes.
Repeat.
Abhishek, do one thing, put your doubt in the chat box, okay?
Sir, can you please repeat once again?
Yes, yes, yes. Wait a minute. See, this we are learning about spread operator, okay? This is what we are learning. Check. Now the spread operator has a notation which is this. This and whatever the array name is, you have to provide that. Get it? Now, why we use it? We use it to copy the value of one array to other. Okay. Now, let's see that how we are doing this through this bit of code. So first of all, you have declared a array 1 having values 1, 2, 3. Now you are declaring one more array, array 2. But in this array, you are copying all the value of array 1. Okay. So for copying all the value, we have to use this spread operator. And how we have to use that? Using this 3 dots and then the array name. Same thing I have done over there, like 3 dots and the array name was array 1. Okay. So that's how I am consoling it and it is providing me the output accordingly, like 1, 2, 3 from array 1 and 3, 4, 5 from array 2. So is it clear now, Abhishek?
Yes, yes, yes. Is it basically copying the value for arrays, right? That means you
Yes,
are.
yes. If you want to copy a particular section of array or particular values from array to another array, then you can use the spread operator. See, this is what we are doing here. Like I have copied all the value 1, 2, 3 to this. And for copying this value, I am using this. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great. Okay, good, Jaya Brata and Rupsa. That's great. Okay, guys. So if there is no doubt, guys, then we are going to uh, join the session tomorrow at 6 p.m. sharp. Okay. And then I will let you know about 2, 3 more concept over here like loops. And then I will tell you about objects. Okay. And 1, 2 function which we are not used today. Like one function is your splice function. Okay, I will let you know about them in the tomorrow session. That's great, guys. Good Mahalakshmi. Okay, so please send the form. Which form, Vishal, for your offer letter? Uh, yes, on mail, I guess there was an option to reply on that. Yes, or mail you are asking or where? Yes, so just reply to that offer letter.
Hello, sir.
Wait, Harsh. array2, you are using let array1 const array1 console.log and printing array2. Okay. So why you are not getting output? Just run, Harsh, try to run this code in the terminal. Then provide me that what output is it giving. And in offer letter is not mentioned any stipend or something. Vishal, you will get the idea according to that on your respective mails, okay? Because I am only just a mentor, so I have to know knowledge about it, that how you are going to do that. So for that, there is company details in your contact and also the admin over there, having name GNCIPL, you can contact with them, okay? So you will get the offer letter accordingly.
हेलो सर.
Yes, Abhishek.
सर मैप में मतलब बेसिकली क्या होता है, एक एक एलिमेंट को लिया जाता है और मतलब उसको कॉपी किया जाता है और कॉपी करके न्यू एरे में शिफ्ट किया जाता है, या उसके साथ मतलब हम लोग हर एक परफॉर्म कुछ टास्क परफॉर्म भी कर सकते हैं, मतलब ये पूछना चाहता हूँ.
किसके बारे में बात हो रही है?
मैप मैप की बात कर रहा
मैप
हूँ.
एक्चुअली सी, मैप आपको क्या करता है, आपको एक न्यू एरे प्रोवाइड करता है एज अ रिटर्न फंक्शन. इट विल प्रोवाइड यू एन एरे, और वो एरे एक्चुअली ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड वर्जन होता है किसी एग्जिस्टिंग एरे का. तो वो आपके एग्जिस्टिंग एरे में चेंज नहीं करेगा, वो जो भी चेंज करेगा उसको एज अ न्यू एरे रिटर्न करेगा. तो ये होता है मैप का काम.
ओके ओके, मतलब हमको अगर कुछ चेंजेस करना हो तो बेसिकली हम उस चीज़ को मैप पे कर सकते हैं, मैप चेंजेस.
यस यस, अगर मान लो आपके एलिमेंट्स हैं, आपके किसी एरे में स्टोर एलिमेंट्स है 1 2 3 4 एंड 5. ओके, आपको इनकी वैल्यू को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, सारी वैल्यूज को. तो आप मैप का फंक्शन यूज कर सकते हो 2 इंटू, like here we were using maps fruits dot length. Instead of fruits dot length, you can do simply like that particular fruit into 2. Okay, so or whatever the name you are using as a reference for each element. Okay, so it will change your array from 1 2 3 4 5 to new array, which is 2 4 6 8 and 10 accordingly by multiplying with 2.
ओके, इसका मतलब कि मैं हर एक एलिमेंट के साथ कर सकता हूँ, मतलब एक से मैं ऐड करूँ कि
Yes,
हमको हर
it will traverse to whole array.
है. अगर मैं सिलेक्टिव किसी एलिमेंट्स लाइक इंडेक्स 2 और इंडेक्स 3, इसके लिए मुझे फिल्टर यूज करना पड़ेगा.
यस, फिल्टर एक्चुअली सी, फिल्टर क्या करता है, फिल्टर के थ्रू आप जो आपका एग्जिस्टिंग एरे है उसमें से कुछ वैल्यूज को आप मतलब अपने न्यू
सिलेक्ट
एरे में वो कर सकते हैं, इनहेरिट कर सकते हैं. फिल्टर्स इसलिए यूज होता है.
मैं अगर किसी सिलेक्टिव वैल्यू को लाइक इंडेक्स 2 या इंडेक्स 3 का वैल्यू मुझे चाहिए तो मैं फिल्टर में उसको ले सकता हूँ, बट
यस,
मुझे अगर किसी वैल्यू पे मैनिपुलेशन करना है लाइक वैल्यू मैनिपुलेशन, उसके लिए क्या यूज कर सकता हूँ.
अगर आपको किसी एक पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू को चेंज करना है,
लाइक मुझे, हाँ.
अगर पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू को चेंज करना है तो आप मैन्युअली भी कर सकते हो, बट थ्रू फिल्टर यू कैन ऑल्सो डू दैट. लाइक थ्रू फिल्टर, इफ यू आर सिलेक्टिंग अ पर्टिकुलर सेट ऑफ एरे, देन उस सेट पर आप मैपिंग कर लीजिए, तो तब भी आपका काम हो जाएगा, क्योंकि फिल्टर भी आपको एक एरे ही देगा, सिलेक्टेड पीस ऑफ उसका सेट्स का.
लाइक बता रहा हूँ, अगर मैं इसी लेंथ की बात करूँ, मेरे पास चार फ्रूट्स में एप्पल, बनाना और मैंगो, लाइक. तो मैंने बनाना का स्पेलिंग पहले मिस्टेक करा था, तो अब मैं बनाना के स्पेलिंग को करेक्ट करना चाहता हूँ, तो ये मैप से पॉसिबल है क्या?
अगर आपके पास
हाँ, मैंने मेरे
अभिषेक, आपकी साइड कुछ कूलर या फैन टाइप है क्योंकि उसकी आवाज बहुत ज्यादा आ रही है.
मेरे वो किसी चीज़ का साउंड नहीं है, मे बी साउंड. अच्छा, मैं हेडफोन चेंज करता हूँ, एक सेकंड.
एक बार आप ईयरफोन्स को प्लग आउट करो, फिर आप.
हेलो, अब ये ओके?
यस, नाउ इट योर वॉइस इज ओके.
हाँ, तो मैं बोल रहा था, अगर मेरा एक सपोज मैंने जो पहले किया था फ्रूट्स एप्पल, बनाना,
Still
मैंगो.
getting that voice, still getting that voice. Guys, are you also getting that breaking voice of him, or even or only I am getting that? Please respond so that I can get it.
No, sir, we are getting same.
Okay, मैं भी दे रहा हूँ विशो के एक सेकंड
Okay. Take
मैं
your
लीव
time.
को
Or
मैं लीव
do
को
one thing, Abhishek, try to rejoin
Sir,
the session, okay? So if there is
sir,
some issue regarding that,
sir,
yes.
how can I get a offer letter?
In your group, there were two forms which you have to fill for offer letter, okay?
Yes, sir, I submitted this form, but I don't get any offer letter from this company.
So you will get it soon. Actually, there are multiple students, so it will take some time, okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
No problem. I guess the network is weak at Abhishek's side. So if someone of you is able to understand that what doubt he was asking, then let me know.
हेलो
Yes, Abhishek, now it is quite good.
मैं पूछ रहा था लाइक मैंने पहले स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक किया था राइट हेलो
Yes.
पहले बनाना की स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक किया था तो मैं अभी करेक्ट करूंगा तो मैं उसको पॉसिबल को सिलेक्ट करके मैं उसका जो स्पेलिंग है उसके वैल्यूज को चेंज कर सकता हूँ और मैं न्यू एक एरे पे मीन्स मैं ओल्ड जो एरे मैं उसमें किसी चेंजेस की बात नहीं कर रहा मैं अपडेटेड स्पेलिंग में बना ये बोलना चाहता हूँ
Not getting it still. Oh, मैं आप
Sir, can
बताता हूँ कि
I
मैं क्या
try?
समझाऊं, आप बताना कि वो आप वही क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो. लाइक आप ये पूछ रहे हो कि अगर कोई एरे है आपका पर्टिकुलर, उसमें आप कुछ चेंज करना चाहते हैं पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू को लेके, राइट?
हाँ
सो
ओके हाँ
आपको किस चीज का यूज करना है, मैप का या फिल्टर का, अगर आपको खाली एक वैल्यू चेंज करनी है?
यस
यस. सो पहली बात तो ये कि आप उसको डायरेक्ट इंडेक्स, अगर आपको एक दो वैल्यू ही चेंज करनी है तो आप डायरेक्ट इंडेक्स का यूज कर सकते हो और उस इंडेक्स के अकॉर्डिंग आप वहां पर उस वैल्यू को अपेंड कर सकते हो. और सेकंड चीज, आप मैप के थ्रू भी कर सकते हो, बट जो आप मैप के थ्रू करोगे वो आपके रियल एरे में रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होगी, वो एज अ आपको न्यू एरे मिलेगा जो वो पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू को ठीक कर रहा होगा. सो टू चेंज दैट original array, you can do one thing like delete that element from that array or insert it using the push element. Otherwise, access that through the particular index like array and the index, if suppose that is on third index. So array and square braces over there 3 and then provide the particular value which you want to use. Okay. Okay. So guys, I guess we are good to wrap this session because it is already 7:43. So we are going to connect tomorrow. And those who are having doubt regarding offer letter, guys, you will get your offer letter. Just fill your Google Forms over there, which whatever is shared to your link. Okay. And actually the team is working on that. So you will get it whenever it will be prepared. So don't worry about that. Okay, so if there is no doubt, then you can leave the session. Thank you so much for joining. Happy learning. And we are going to just wrap up this JavaScript tomorrow and then going to start with React.
थैंक यू सर
Thank you, everyone. And again, shout out to those who have asked their doubts and shared the output in the chat box. Great guys. You are here to learn something, and that's great that you have shared the output that you as a work of proof that you were learning. So that's great. Thank you. Vinay, you will get it soon. Just fill the forms. Whatever is asked in your group, do that. You will get it. Don't worry about that. You will get the offer letter. Right now, just try to focus on your sessions, okay? You will get it. Don't worry about that. Because you are joining the session, so we have a proof that you are there in the session. So don't worry about that. Okay, everyone can just leave the session now. Okay, no problem, Venkata. I will take the presentation in tomorrow's session. Okay, because right now the time is actually uh over, so I will take the presentation tomorrow. Bye. Good night.